one because I've already watched some of it. But we're going to watch this one, we're going to watch another one, and we're going to have some fun. And then you guys can fuck off for the day.
Speaking of violent takeover, this is Hasan Piker frothing at the mouth thinking about Donald Trump getting murdered.
That's because he's gay! Also, we're going to watch all of this. Go do it. Go do it. I did it. I didn't even log in today. I got to do that right now. I'm going to do that while the ad plays.
Before getting too deep into the chaos, free cash was promised to me 3,000 years ago. One thing I recently added to my daily routine is using free cash for a few minutes here and there. If I'm gonna play games as a time sponge, I might as well make some money out of it. Free cash is a fun and easy way to earn real money by doing simple tasks while already on your phone. Play games, complete surveys, do simple tasks, and turn your bathroom break into an investment. I've been enjoying playing Call to Dragons on free cash, a high payout strategy-based building game. You get instant payouts with a really easy process through PayPal, Amazon, or Visa. There's already over $250 million paid out to over 60 million users worldwide. It's a win-win. They get someone to test out their games and fill out their surveys, and you get paid. Use the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description to sign up and get a $10 bonus today. Now, back to the chaos. Every individual sign up literally supports the channel, so if you could click the link in the description and do the thing, that would be very appreciated.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Claudia. I'm doing the best I can over here, buddy. But I think I am going to download Big Farm Homestead later and start playing to earn with that one. Because, you know, it looks fun. And, well, I mean, Dice Dream has a pretty good earn, too. So you see how it works. Like, you look at them, and then they'll tell you how much you can earn by playing it. Like, Dice Stream has a big high earn, but the Homestead, it's only a little under 800. But like, it all depends on what kind of games you like to play. Like, I mean, Raid's on here, but like, I played Raid. I don't want to play it again. You know, I don't. Solitaire's fun, but I don't want to contribute to Disney because, you know, fuck Disney. No offense, don't sue me, Disney. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Big Farm Homestead. Yeah, I'll report back to you guys tomorrow. Tell you what, I'll get it downloaded. Yeah, play and earn. Woo. I'll get it downloaded. I'll try that tonight. And by the way, third of the way through the book, you guys had me pick. It's my metal bookmark. I'm on page 93. I'm starting the chapter called The Push later on today. Very good so far. Oh, man. Colonel Jordan is fucking awesome. Jordan. Fucking awesome. But yeah, let's get back into this. All right. Now that his ad's out of the way, and I'm done helping contribute to his ad, because I'm an egg boy. What can I say? I'm just an egg boy. So I'm one of Nux's egg boys. Nux tells me to go download something, I'll go download something. Just the way it is.
Okay, Druku.
Bro, is his head getting smaller?
Yes.
Are you trying to get me fucking banned from the planet?
Hopefully. We're working on it.
I can't use these, man.
Oh, I would love to use these images of Donald Trump dying. I would love it. Images of Donald Trump getting killed, but I'm going to get banned.
That's crazy. You're out of your dang mind. I mean, these are sick, but I can't use
These are sick.
Super sick, you guys. They're so sick.
Man, I love these like visual representations of the democratically elected president of the United States getting killed. Yeah. Awesome. And I'm going to sit here in my communist LA mansion to talk.
They're pictures. No, of course they're not real. That's why the fan sent him memes. You can read, right, Cloudy? You can read the wild blast off memes right next to my head in the screen. Like, I don't want to have to worry about like who I thought was another adult in my chat. and his ability of being able to read. It's a little scary for me, Cloudy.
Talking about how much I hate America.
Those is a blast off meme. The interview cooked you, admit it? Yeah, the interview definitely cooked me. I hate doing contentious interviews with people who I am like at least somewhat ideologically aligned with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hate doing interviews because they make me sound like a bad person.
Because you are!
I hate doing interviews with people because then they make me sound like a bad guy. After saying, whoa, these are some sick posters of Donald Trump getting executed. All right, breaking news. Murder suspect in Houston that was released on $35,000 bail is missing. Pozos cut his tracker off 2 days before trial. Wow, who could have seen this coming? This is a surprise to me. Now the judge, because the left loves violence, the judge rules police searched Luigi Mangioni's backpack illegally. And therefore the jury will not learn about the magazine, the cell phone, the passport, the wallet, or the computer chip. By the way, whenever you have like these big profile cases,
That's fine. You should, because I'm not lying to you, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I got no reason to lie to you, Cloudy. I'm probably never going to meet you face to face, bro. You literally live on the other side of the world. Although, I actually am in contact with I think a VTuber from Australia who I might do a collab with. But they aren't awake yet. I was talking to them. They sent me a message last night, and I sent them one this morning, but they were probably asleep by then. Because, you know, inverted. Don't know when she does her stuff either, but we'll see. I gotta go back over here.
no way a jury isn't tainted. I just refuse to believe it. I actually think...
Screw you, I'm not gonna tell you who they are. And then you can't. You can't stop them. You can't stop them.
The entire jury system is kind of bullshit, but that's a discussion for another day. But this is insane. This is complete and utter insanity. It's like, oh, well, the police searched the terrorist's backpack illegally. Can't tell them about the magazine or, you know, the passport, which he had on him because he was planning on fleeing the country. Yeah, just colossal W's everywhere. Well, let's understand. Let's understand exactly why the judge would do something like this. I think this is pretty important. Now, these are people who literally got press badges provided by the New York City mayor's office. All right, Zoran Mamdani, everyone's favorite guy.
I said what I said. I don't give a...
Yeah, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
I said what I said. I don't give a fuck.
His children are better off without him.
His children are better off without him.
Fuck these bitches.
That's right. We love that Luigi Mangione executed an innocent man in cold blood.
Yep, that's what he did, allegedly. Although, I watched the video. Unless that's not him, he walked up right behind that dude and fucking blew him away. I watched the video. Seen it. Watched the whole thing. Unless they caught the wrong person, that dude executed someone. And I don't care what they did. You don't just walk up behind someone and execute them. I mean, that's not how this fucking shit works. Not here in America.
Because, well, he worked for healthcare, and healthcare's evil, and therefore, fuck him. And his children that are now orphans because a terrorist killed his dad.
Yeah, I really didn't like the job that he had, even though, you know, it's a job that, you know, people have. Like, actually quite a few of them. But you know what? They all deserve to die because I think everyone should just have free healthcare forever. So why do they get to make money and have jobs?
Good for them, actually. Actually, good for them.
Need to learn to not be like their dad. And
They need to learn not to be like their dad. So it's actually awesome that a terrorist executed.
Otherwise, I condone killing them as well because I'm a bitch from the Democratic side.
Him in broad daylight.
enjoy the blood money, kids.
Blood money. Job. Don't have a job, kids. It's blood money. Don't work for, like, I don't know, any gas stations because, you know, oil's just blood money. Don't work for, like, any of that stuff. You can't work for the petroleum companies. You can't work for any of the oil companies. You can't work for plastics. You guys realize, like, petroleum and plastics, like, They own everything. And we're sitting here like, the healthcare CEO, he was such an evil person for making my retirement fund have more money in it. That bastard.
And look at them all smugly smiling, talking about just a man getting murdered in broad daylight.
What was that? I didn't get that, what you said. I'm standing on business. Fuck Brian Thompson. I don't give a flying fuck he died. Millions of Americans.
I liked it.
I liked it that he died, actually.
She likes assassination. Who would have thought the fat bitch is happy about assassination?
I like that. I'm a feminist, a warrior for communism and justice. I like that. I really like that this guy died, and then he was immediately replaced with, like, a clone. The same fucking guy who's doing the exact same thing, and zero progress was made in any way. But I just love that this guy is dead now, and his children are orphans. I love it.
Millions of Americans suffer every single day from the lack of medical.
Americans suffer because of healthcare?
Yeah, they basically have fucking wings sprouting out their backs.
So therefore, I'm supporting terrorism now. Yes! Yes! I'm a leftist, and I love human rights.
United Healthcare, we had a literal infant named Isella who, because of how negligent her health insurance was.
Anyway, and then she justifies it for another minute. I don't know if you have the patience to stand it. But the thing is, I'm no fan of Brian Thompson. I think Brian Thompson was probably a gigantic, monstrous piece of shit, all right? Just to be clear. But if you support terrorism and just the murder of people without any... This is the due process party, right? They're all crying about due process for every rapist and pedophile that comes over the border, all right? But they don't care about due process, actually. All their words are actually weapons. Do not believe anything that they make believe they care about, because they don't actually care about it. But this is just basically justifying the murder of anyone that they subjectively don't like. And that is...
And I have a unique perspective from this. I have been fighting an insurance company for the last year to get health care. Like, in order to get my back fixed. It literally just happened a week ago. And it took me a year of fighting with a lawyer in order to get them to fix me. I get it. It sucks. Not once did I think about going and buying a gun and just going up behind somebody and pulling a trigger. That's what crazy people do. And if you are in favor of that, your ass needs to be locked up as well. There is no other option for that. If you think killing people is the right choice because you disagree with them or their job, fuck yourself.
Is why, whenever I discuss with a leftist, I always say, why are you against the assassination of Trump? They're all like, well, I don't endorse political violence. Why not? Why don't you? The answer is they do. They just know that they're not allowed to say that shit. Of course, they all do. Every single one of them, you know, on the news. They were crashing out about this because this is crazy.
A trio of bloodthirsty women.
That's right.
Big fans.
Literally every issue of society wrapped into one. It's women gassing each other up. It's zero ethics or morals. It's the leftist feminist garbage. All right, we got an Islamist giving them their press passes to support a terrorist. Absolute cinema.
Of Luigi Mangione. And somehow granted press passes by City Hall. Here they are camped out outside the courthouse. Now, why? The backdrop for their appearance? Today was an evidence suppression hearing for the accused United Healthcare CEO, killer, during which the judge handed prosecutors a pretty big victory in granting Luigi Mangione's bid to suppress some of the evidence at his murder trial. Here's what the judge had to say. The evidence found during the search of the backpack at McDonald's must be suppressed. That included the magazine, cell phone, passport, wallet, and computer chip. But all the evidence gathered at the police station is still admissible. And that includes the 3D printed gun, the silencer, importantly, the red notebook, the quote-unquote.
Yeah, so obviously that is not going to be suppressed. That is going to be on the trial. We'll see how that goes. But just understand what we're dealing with here. Just understand exactly what we're fucking dealing with here. Actual violent psychopaths, all right? And you should not be that shocked because Hasan Piker is like Luigi Mangioni's biggest fucking fan.
Oh, yeah,
the guy
yeah.
that's out there saying
like
it's so
him.
sick
Like,
that you're
it's
drawing these
kinda
like
fucking
photos
scary.
of Donald Trump getting killed. It's so sick. Right? This guy is Luigi Mangioni's biggest fan. He does actually support him. He stated this multiple times. He's the largest leftist political streamer on the planet. Understand what we're dealing with. The left wants to kill you. They're not hiding it. It's their ideology.
He's literally dressed up on stream on Luigi Mangione court days in Luigi Mangione clothes. Like, he's dressed to match on court dates.
And I'm tired of making believe it's some leftist. It's the leftist ideology. Period. Distilled. That is exactly what it is. All right. So if some leftists say they don't, well, maybe they don't, and they're just retarded, and they don't realize that that's exactly what their ideology dictates, or they're evil and lying to you. All right. It's one of those options. All right. New York Post: notorious vagrant known as the pee poo poo man arrested on horrifying new charges. All right, just understand, bro. All right.
He killed somebody. He murdered someone. An illegal immigrant, homeless man, always covered in feces, murdered someone. And this is what the headline reads.
White guy kills someone, white man kills someone. All right? A black guy does something heinous, notorious vagrant. You just add that one to the list. All right? Add it to the list. All right? Add it to the list. Yeah, you're used to all these titles for, all these, these are old schools. Yeah, all right. Notorious vagrant. Add that one to the list of youths and thugs and whatever else they come up with. All right.
Snazzily dressed man.
All right, so the Democrats, of course, complete fucking retards who actually do hate our country and do want us dead, I think, on an industrial, and not only that, but I think on an actual governmental level, I think they want to kill us because they want votes, and they want to replace us because they want votes, and they're fucking evil, power
Yeah, well, they keep losing, so, you know.
hungry monsters. All right, so understand, the reason why the entire left-wing media is basically running defense for Luigi Mangione is because he killed a healthcare CEO, and healthcare is a major issue. So the Trump administration is planning to build a new helipad on the south lawn of the White House. Makes sense to me. It is the White House. You want to have helicopters be able to land there. Makes sense to me. That doesn't seem like some sort of crazy fraud or abuse of budget. All right? The Democrats respond. Has plans to build a golden ballroom. I don't think they said it was going to be golden, but it makes sense.
Really
has
cool,
has plans to build the Arc de Triomphe.
I would love
has
that.
plans to build a White House helipad. No plans to make healthcare cheaper.
A golden ballroom, you guys, that would be awesome. Okay? Like, no bullshit. Fucking gold plate that bitch. Make that shit fucking sparkle.
So here they are.
Can you imagine all the crash outs outside of the fucking gate if he fucking chromed that bitch in fucking gold? Oh!
The defenders of healthcare and defenders of assassins at this point, people that'll murder healthcare CEOs, they're every Democrat's favorite guy.
Not chrome. Obviously not chrome. Chrome is silver. I meant gold plated, but you know what I mean. I'm smoking. It's fine.
Just gonna go out there and murder a guy because
We're
he didn't
just
like
here
his
talking
ideology or
shit.
something. No plans to make healthcare cheaper, he says about the White House. Well, the truth is, you're a liar. President Trump is the first president to actually bring down prescription drug prices, and the data is just starting to show up. You will never know about it. This is true, by the way. This is unprecedented. All right, if you look at, this is the change in prescription drugs prices for the first 16 months of every single presidential term. It went up. I mean, inflation, so it makes sense that it goes up, right? It went up in every single president's term except for Trump, where it dropped. This is a fact, by the way, because Trump has pushed very heavily on what he likes to call the favorite nations discount, and he's right about it. America's the best country on the fucking planet. Every single planet needs us to survive, and at the way and rate that they have been surviving. And therefore, no country on the planet should be able to get any drug for cheaper than we can. So, give us the favorite nations discount. We want the lowest price of any country on the planet, and if you refuse to give that to us, we're going to tariff the fucking shit out of you. Now, no one wants to deal with that, and drug prices have actually dropped. That is why Big Pharma always funds Democrats every single time. All right, now understand exactly what we're dealing with here, man. The party that wants you to pay infinite taxes so they can take your money and give it to drug addicts that need health care, they are raising drug prices. because they're getting funded by Big Pharma. Yeah. Donald Trump, who doesn't want to take your tax money and give it to infinite retards, actually did lower the prices of prescription drugs with something called Trump RX. Now, he did an entire meeting about this today, actually, with Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is an outspoken Trump hater.
I remember this. This is so good.
He endorsed Kamala in 2024. He hates Trump, but this is the biggest fucking thing in America, and the media doesn't want to talk about it. That TrumpRx.gov, you can go on that website right now and get almost any drug for the cheapest price of anywhere on the planet. And for some reason, we're supposed to hate this guy and think that he fights against healthcare.
Yeah.
President. It's pretty remarkable seeing you and Mark Cuban up there, and the fact that obviously Mark endorsed Kamala Harris back in 2021.
Well, he made a mistake. It was a big mistake.
True.
What is this?
True. Because drug prices would be higher right now. If Kamala Harris was president right now, thank God we dodged a bullet. Donald Trump dodged a bullet and routed the country. But drug prices would be astronomically higher.
Say about what you two are building here.
Well, it says we love people. We love our country. He wants to. He's got a good company, and he's going to do a lot of business with this. And
that's right.
I'm going to get drugs out through Amazon.
President.
That's right. So he's going to make money. He likes people. And wow, now he's holding hands with President Donald J. Trump. You mean to say he drank the Kool-Aid? He realized he was a fucking retard?
Well, I think he realized he was a retard when he sold the Mavericks, and then they did all that shit. Oh, man. Mark's got lots of regrets from the last couple of years, guys. Mark's been taking a lot of L's, okay? For those of you that know, well, actually, for those of you that don't know, because those of you that do know, you already know, Mark Cuban used to own the Dallas Mavericks, and almost immediately after they sold, after he sold the Mavericks, they traded Luka away. Now they just fired Jason Kidd. But they owe him I think they still owe him 3 years. He just signed a new contract. They just fired his ass yesterday. Man. Cuban's just taking all the L's.
And now he's out there holding hands with the Donald. Well, he made a mistake.
He's got to build some bridges back.
You know, Mark Cuban's laughing his ass off back there because he did. He made one of the biggest mistakes of all time, endorsing a complete fucking dipshit. Now, the good news is we don't have to know how bad it would be if Kamala Harris was president, because she never will be president. Please, God, do not make that foreshadowing. So this is Trump announcing that he is working with Mark Cuban, a longtime rival and hater, because he's willing to look past that, to do what's best for the American people. This is the guy that Hasan Piker is fantasizing about killing, by the way.
Yeah, it's outdated. It's 36 hours old. Oh, my God.
At the Trump RX.
Hasan Piker, the healthcare guy, the Luigi Mangione supporter, this is the guy he wants to die.
.gov should always be your first stop before you go to the pharmacy to pick up your prescription.
That's right.
You'll certainly be checking on your pharmacy by doing this, and at a minimum, you'll know what you're supposed to be paying. I want to thank the leaders of several major pharmacies and generic drug makers who are partnering with us on this effort, including the co-founder of Cost Plus Drugs, Mark Cuban.
Wow.
Mark, thank you very much, Mark. Looking good, Mark.
That's
Come here,
crazy. Wow, Mark Cuban. You mean the guy that always fucking hated me, that endorsed Kamala Harris, that said I was a fascist Nazi? Wow. And now he does the hand pull, the fucking Giga Chad. Look at that.
Same thing, one thing in common.
I love how he come up here, Mark. Shakes his hand, puts him away. Don't go back. Just stand where you stand.
Make people better and keep them wealthy, right? Good.
Make people better and keep them wealthy. That's what I'm talking about. Not infinite taxes. We need more government overreach, Zoran Mamdani. None of that bullshit.
With you. Vice President of Amazon Pharmacy, Tanvi Patel. Thank you very much.
Oh, my God, an Indian. We have them here, apparently. Anyway, so the crazy thing is, Mehdi Hasan is losing his mind. So Susie Weil says, and this is crazy. I've watched firsthand how focused this team is on making life more affordable for American families. As of today, TrumpRx.gov. Literally, I went to the site. Look at the site. It's shocking. Every single drug is slashed down to the lowest price you can get it anywhere on the planet. Has already helped save Americans more than $400 million. We just added 600 more medications to the program. Our president is demanding transparency and choice, which helps bring economic freedom. And here you have the Donald and Mark Cuban, his longtime arch nemesis. Now, Mehdi Hasan, who hates the American people and wants us all to die, says, Mark Cuban went from calling...
It's just another terrorist. Do we really need to care what he thinks?
Trump the most unethical, lax character, dishonest person I've ever done business or worked with, and the antithesis of good leadership, the antithesis of good character, the antithesis of being ethical. To this? Sheesh. Man, I can't believe he didn't just stand on business and called him a Nazi, and he's actually trying to make life better for the American people. Now, the funny thing is, here we have an Islamist communist that for some fucking reason is in our country. I don't know why. All right, he's here for whatever reason, doing his shit, promoting...
He's a terrorist, and he needs to go home.
Hamas or whatever else Islamists like doing these days. You know, having the worst day of his life because drug prices...
I don't care if it's too much. What are they going to do? He can't sue me. He's a terrorist.
...are lower for the American people. To be fair, I guess it does fit with the program that he wants Americans to, I guess, die of disease and shit, and now we can't tax Americans as much to give it to third worlders, so boo-hoo, tough day for Mehdi Hasan. This isn't the only reason why this is a bad day for Mehdi Hasan.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm about to start going extremely hard on Islam. Like, I see people out there on X getting paid, and I need to get paid. So I'm going to get paid for being an anti-Islam guy, okay? That's what we're going to do from here on out. Islam is going to quake when they hear of Stoner Santa, all right?
And Mehdi Hasan probably had the worst day of his life yesterday, partially because of this, too. So Mehdi Hasan literally had, this is the criminal court prosecutor Karim Khan, all right, from the United Nations, where he brought him on to be like, wow, Israel's doing genocide and stuff. Oh, my God, oh, my God. And you literally had this guy say that there's no evidence of genocide in Gaza.
Structure.
You're not ruling out that there could be a warrant in the future?
Everything is a function of evidence. I will not move. It would be a reckless and imprudent
prosecutor. You're saying in the past 3
prosecutor.
years there hasn't been evidence of genocide?
It would be, it would be a
Of course not. Or more people would have died. 70% of the buildings were destroyed. Why was only 1% of the people killed? All right? There was obviously no genocide. There was no starvation. It was all a hoax pushed on everyone so that the Palestinian marches could take over the West. It was all an obvious lie. And here you have the actual international criminal court prosecutor who has been, you know, voting against Israel on every single thing possible, being like, I can't, but there was no evidence. But there was no evidence. Oh, it's rough, buddy.
Reckless prosecutor to move simply because of clamour. You move based upon evidence. And if you read that 20th of May application, and if you also read the panel report,
this is from 2 weeks ago on the 7th of May.
They also talk about ongoing investigations and applications.
Squirming in his chair.
And more than
this
that,
is the guy who denies the genocide of Christians in Nigeria, by the way.
That I simply can't say, but the suffering in that situation is immense. The investigation is not closed, and it continues. And the court, the men and women of the office continue to work, and we will not blink or be deterred.
So genocide is not off limits? You haven't ruled it out?
No crime.
Maybe you could still come up with it later, Mr. Karim Khan.
Is off limits if the evidence is there.
But there's no evidence.
If the evidence is there. And he's been investigating for 3 years. And he says there's no evidence of genocide in Gaza. The person who wants to find evidence says there's none. And he's been looking for 3 years. Shut up. I'm done listening to the genocide in Gaza. Oh, the genocide. Shut the fuck up.
Heartbreaking, just heartbreaking.
Many would say the evidence is there. Let me.
But clearly.
But the International Crime Court, the ICC prosecutor, who is sitting right in front of you, his name is Karim Khan, says there is none. I love this. This is, and that's how the clip ends. So I disagree with you. You're the prosecutor and you're the one investigating it, but I disagree with you anyway. I know we're on the same side, but I still disagree with you because you don't agree with me.
Not the International Criminal Court, which is made up by Islamists who are all pro-Palestine, but none
and they still say it didn't happen.
of them found any evidence. But Mehdi Hasan in America, he has evidence. Remember, this is Mr. Evidence over here is the same guy that says that there's no Christian genocide in Nigeria by any definition. All right, none at all whatsoever by any definition. Just, oh my God, just a terrible day for this guy. Even Asmongold is fucking roasting this bastard.
An idiot. Like, this is another, by the way, Mehdi Hasan.
For those of you that don't watch a lot of Nux, he watches a lot of Asmongold. I don't watch Asmongold independently, but like I got a lot of his viewpoints down from watching him through Nux. And I mean, I sub to his clip channel. I'll watch his 3-minute videos. I won't watch the longer ones because I'll watch those with Nux, but I'll watch the clips.
Is another terror supporter.
Bro.
Like, Mehdi Hasan is the same as our Hasan.
Bro.
That he is.
Like, don't get me wrong, Asmon's not a bad guy or anything. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to say that we could be friends because I don't like bugs on me. So, you know, there's that. But, like, just, I don't need bugs crawling on me. I'm good. But, I guess his points and his takes aren't bad.
It's
Another
a coincidence that they're both Muslim-based, but Muslim backgrounds, by the way. It's total coincidence that they both love Islamic terrorism.
Jihadi supporter.
Pay no attention. Pay no attention to the names.
Normalizer of Islamic terrorism. Whenever there is Islamic terrorism, you can rely on Mehdi Hasan to come up with an excuse for why it's okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
It is a disgrace that
they call him the GOAT in Muslim circles. Not because it stands for greatest.
Actually, I thought they called him the goat fucker, but
of all time, but because they all find goats very attractive.
He's even in. I don't know. Does he have American passport? We should.
Unfortunately, he does.
Get rid of that.
He has an American and British and Pakistani passport. He's truly the GOAT.
We don't need people like that here.
Nope.
It's crazy.
Get him out. Bye bye. Get him out.
Terrorist supporter fatigue. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, they're all watching Hasan Piker. Hey, that's it. And to make his day even worse, all right, Mehdi, I don't know if you're watching his video. He has watched my videos in the past. Goat for the reason. Mehdi Hasan, if you're watching, check this one out.
No, totally. I'm going to bring you back to us, to Israel here just for a second. Do you have a message to the Israeli innovators here in the crowd?
Well, I have to say, you know, I'm a huge admirer of the innovation coming out of Israel. Honestly, I think objectively true that Israel punches far above its weight for population. I think probably number one, honestly, in the world, in terms of, you know. So, you know,
God.
my hat is off to Israel.
Can you believe this, Mehdi Hasan? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You mean to tell me that the 67 IQ average in Gaza is not up there winning wars? That's brutal, bro. I don't know if you heard the news, but they're updating the term genocide in the dictionary just to make all the Hassans of the world happy. The new definition of genocide is whenever Palestinians lose a war that they start. Welcome to the modern left. They'll scream about healthcare wherever they possibly can. They'll scream about healthcare to the point that they'll support murdering a healthcare CEO in the streets without any form of trial, and they will all glaze the assassin. But they hate Trump so fucking much that he's lowering the prices of healthcare that they will call you a Nazi for working with him for lowering the prices of prescription drugs. Absolute horse shit. These people fucking suck, man.
Yeah,
you don't hate them enough.
No,
Actual, immoral, unethical parasites.
For real. Man, that was a good video. All right. On to number 2. San Diego! There was a thing. People died. I've got more information that we will cover towards the end, because I don't think that Nux will get there, because this is a little bit on the older side, but we will see just how much information Nux got, and then I will do some adding at the end, and then we will get out of here with the YouTube video. We'll be doing more stuff here on stream, but the YouTube video will end at the end of this.
Now, a tragedy did happen.
Also, I have to stand doctor's orders, so I'm going to smoke at the window, and I'm still going to be talking, and I'm going to leave the recording going, but I'm not going to be sitting here for a second. I'll be right here at the window. But doctor's orders, I have to stand for at least 60 seconds consecutively every 35 to 45 minutes. because of my surgery from last week. So I've got orders from the doctor. So when we play Diablo in a little bit, guys, like I'll be standing behind my chair for a lot of it. So don't get mad at me.
Happened yesterday, and the Muslim community is very upset at me for all of this, apparently. I don't know what I have to do.
Oh, are they mad at me? I have been going off. You guys want to see how much of a dick I've been? I can't show it on YouTube. I can't show it on YouTube. I will show you guys live here afterward, but I can't do it on YouTube. Oh, man.
With any of it, apparently my...
That's when you know you were an asshole, when you're scared to show it on YouTube.
Rhetoric is dangerous, and I got a lot of jihadis very upset at me. Now, we're going to talk about it. First, this other person who calls herself a Muslim, even though she is a whore, has been calling me out lately. It's been pretty awesome.
Fuck Denims. I'm on Smuggle on his side all the way.
You disagree with Hasan Piker, the arbiter.
Oh my god, I figured it out. She sounds like female Nux Taku.
Female Nux Taku just
I like her more already.
Finished inside a female Hasan Piker.
It's not so much that it's a woman voice, it's that she sounds like a woman version of Nux Taku.
She sees like the colors white and blue, and then like the neuron.
She just sounds cooler. You make her, you don't realize you're just making her sound more appealing.
And her brains are connecting, and she's like, oh my god, the Israeli flag is white and blue, and the Jews are like in Israel, and the Palestinians, like, there's no way that's the way her neurons are firing, right?
IDF members used to torture Palestinians.
Never mind, that's exactly where the neurons were firing. The low IQ inbreds are after me. What will I ever do? But on to the really serious topic. Breaking, police reports an active shooter at the Islamic Center of San Diego, reports of injuries. Essentially what happened was this, it seems.
What we know at this time is that there are 3 deceased adult males. And those are the presumed victims at this time. On behalf of the FBI, we extend our sincerest condolences to the family and friends of the victims of this tragic incident. There were 2 subjects, both teenagers, and both are confirmed deceased. I want to thank our local law enforcement.
So 2 people, 2 teenagers, shot 3 people at an Islamic center in San Diego and then killed themselves, which leaves 5 dead. The 2 killers, the 2 terrorists, the 1 security guard, and 2 people in this mosque. So they say that, this is going to be treated as a hate crime immediately, authorities said, even before they...
No offense, but it sounds like 5 terrorists died.
They find any sort of motivations. Apparently people were already, every single person that has like criticized Islam got blasted for this. The reality is this is a horrible nightmare. This is an unbelievable atrocity.
Very horrible, but it still sounds like 5 terrorists died.
It is completely unacceptable. Obviously, I condemn it completely. I don't actually believe that there is...
I do as well, but I'm not shedding a single fucking tear over this. Sorry. Like, fuck off.
Is any acceptable reason save self-defense for extrajudicial killing? Or, war. I guess that classifies as self-defense. But like, I am completely and utterly against this.
We are at war. Fuck Islam.
I'm not a leftist. I don't support Luigi Mangione. I don't support the Islamic terrorists that massacred, that murdered.
I don't either. Maybe they should just go home.
Those 2 Israeli Christians in Washington, D.C. I'm not Hasan Piker, bro. I don't know why people are immediately thinking like this is something that, the based anti-Muslim guys are going to... What, are you fucking crazy? This is a nightmare. This is horrible. Totally.
Like I said, I still do not condone it in any way, shape, or form, but maybe just go home.
Disavow. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Now, the media obviously being hypocritic, as it usually is, right? Just understand. So here we have a transgender person that says, "Where is your God?" on his magazine as he shot up a Christian church. Minneapolis suspect knew her target, but motive is a mystery. All right, that's the media. San Diego mosque attack comes amid rising reports of Islamophobia. It's a hate crime. All right, just understand exactly what we're dealing with. The media, of course, does its classic media shenanigans. This is one of the alleged Islamic Center shooters. His name is Kane Clark. He got a lot of people theorizing that this might be a transgender person. There is no evidence at this time. San Diego mosque shooter Kane Clark identified, blah, blah, blah. The
There is now. Trans kid.
And a Hispanic mass shooter couple, the great replacement hit the incel loner community too. Look, man, I'm not going to sit here and immediately say things that are unconfirmed, but we do know that it was this Kane Clark individual and Caleb Vasquez, some Mexican dude, and they were the two terrorists in this incident. Now, they found gasoline tanks with, like, Nazi SS symbols in their car, all right? The gas container with an SS Schutenstaffel insignia was photographed outside the vehicle, where the two suspects were found dead because they...
I'm sorry, Nux doing it that way was funny, okay?
They killed themselves, and we have lots of photos of these guys, like, you know, doing the whole Nazi cosplay and shit. All right, this was obviously not a generic...
Yeah. No, these are just little fucking goofballs. Little fucking weirdos that somebody should have been keeping an eye on, you know? Because I could have guessed that they would do something stupid.
Right-wing guy. They were horrible fucking monstrous terrorists, and it's completely unacceptable in every possible way. But there were signs, let's just say. Let's just say there were signs. All right. Now, again, this is the security guard of that was killed. This Amin Abdullah, the guy that was killed. You know, he was posting this shit that day on, you know, Facebook, posting how hellfire is waiting for the Jews. Right, because in the Talmud, it's. I'm gonna mistranslate the Talmud to make it sound like they want to kill all the goyim, you know. And well, I mean,
all right, fuck that. All right, I'm getting in trouble. I don't care anymore. Pulling it up. What did I say back? Here we go, boys and girls. I don't know why it keeps doing that to me. It hates me. I don't know. Let's see. I know I did it. There's been a lot of making fun of Massey. A lot of making fun of Massey. A lot of that happened today. Yeah. Oh yeah. So good. Oh yeah. See, lots of Massey today. Lots of Massey over the last. This is what I did. I did this. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that adorable? Isn't that funny? So this was the original picture. That's the security guard. And then I made it this. Oh, man. I think we should, you know what? Just 'cause. Allah protects. Oh, man. I'm a dick. All right, let's get back into the fucking next video.
Obviously, that's fucking sad. This guy says security guard in the mosque wanted white people dead. To be fair, I don't know about that. He definitely wanted Jews dead, but we don't know about...
Hey, I don't care. Now he's dead.
About that. And again, not...
Like I said, it sounds like 5 dead terrorists to me.
Not saying this to justify the murder whatsoever. It's an atrocity. But I just feel like it's important to get all the facts on the ground.
I just also feel like I just don't care. Does that make me a bad person? Maybe. Do I care? Not even a little. Okay? So, right here.
Yeah, because this is just some random mosque, right? There's no way it's going to be tied to, like, 9/11, right? Right? Epic foreshadowing? Anyway, yeah. So let's see what law enforcement has to tell us about this.
9:42 this morning, we received a call of a runaway juvenile. After speaking with the mom began to piece together bits and pieces of information over an extended period of time. The information that she was gathering and conveying to us began to elevate the threat level that we were perceiving with this information.
Well, that's not good.
And what did you do about that, sir?
Jack
believed her son was suicidal. And she began to share information that several of her weapons were missing. Her vehicle was missing, in addition to her son.
How did they immediately not shut this shit down? How did they immediately not tell people to, you know, keep an eye on this stuff?
She also said that her son was with a companion.
Yeah. Companion. You know.
And that they were dressed in camo. And that is not...
And sucking each other's dicks.
...consistent with what we would typically see from somebody that is suicidal.
What? You don't want to take your life because you're wearing camo? What? Well, that's just dumb, sir. I don't know. Some 4-star commander from law enforcement somewhere in San Diego. Probably the police chief of San Diego, but he just sounded like a retard.
That began to trigger a larger threat assessment picture. Our threat management...
And by the time we were done, we had called in 450 squad cars.
...unit began to take the tips and leads that we had and utilize the technology we have available to us. Our license plate readers was at the top of that list. We began to have... we noted that there were hits with the vehicle down in Fashion Valley. We dispatched officers into the area of the mall as a possible location.
Sorry, I'm bouncing around a lot, guys, but back's still not very comfortable yet.
That was a threat. We also gathered information that one of the individuals was associated in some form or fashion with Madison High School. We alerted the school police department, and we dispatched officers into the area of Madison High School.
But that was not the target.
While we were gathering this information and we were trying to zero in on where these individuals were at, we received the call at approximately 11:43 that there was an active shooter at the Islamic...
So this dude was actually posting selfies of himself with, like, swastikas and shit, and these people didn't decide to lock down the mosques and synagogues? Like...
Nah. Why would you do that? They were probably at this school.
Really, bro?
Center.
It's so sad. It's heartbreaking. Obviously, I'm not here to second-guess police officers or police work and stuff. It's just, it's such a tragedy that this happened. It really is. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not doing the right thing. False flag. It was done by Iran. False flag. Sorry. False flag. I can't bring myself to do that shit. I don't know how these people do it every time that, I don't know, a Christian gets shot and they blame Israel, or a Jew gets shot and they blame Israel. You know, how do you do it? How do you do it? I'm just so sad.
It's really easy when you have no soul. Like, mine's kind of withered and shit. That's why I can be cynical about this crap and not care. Like, but like, most of these people just flat out don't have a soul because they're demons.
This is a nightmare.
We're in the area, still talking with mom, trying to piece together where...
Don't get me wrong, they're kinky and it's fun, but they're still demons.
They might be. The locations that she felt that they would be at. And that was just a few blocks away. Those officers, once they heard what was happening at the Islamic Center, immediately dispatched themselves to the mosque. And just to recap what we talked about earlier, when officers arrived on scene, they came across, in some form or fashion, 3 deceased individuals, victims. One was a security guard at the center.
Yeah, really fucking sad, man. It just really is. Now, of course, you got Karens Karening, as they do.
Thank you.
Fucking direct result of your leadership! Your leadership! Our Muslim brothers and sisters have been talking to you!
Ma'am, this is a gay Filipino. Could you please cut him some slack? Ma'am?
You have to fucking listen to them, Todd. Just like you did with ICE.
It's ICE, bro. It's ICE. ICE is the reason why a Mexican decided to shoot up a mosque. It's ICE.
Zionist propaganda.
Zionist propaganda. Wow, they blamed the Jews. That's crazy.
Yep, the Jews did it.
Last I checked, Nazis and Jews don't usually join forces that often.
I mean, you've been called the fucking Nazi and you are a Jew, so you know what? Shit evolves, man.
But hey, you never know these days. Shit's weird. And this dude is just standing there taking it, bro.
Well, yeah, look at his face. He takes it from his wife every night. She definitely fucking plows him with her dildo fucking strap on every night.
God, what a schniveling.
That's why his fucking forehead is so fucking bald. It's because it's rubbing into the pillowcase as she's just fucking pounding away on him.
Guy, look at this guy. It's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault.
You know what? You wouldn't have got shot if you would have just gone home. Maybe go the fuck home.
Oh, wow, bro. It's crazy. You know, like Charlie Kirk gets assassinated. The left is all celebrating. This goes down. Zero celebration. No one is endorsing it. No one is happy. There are no, like, jovial...
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't hate anyone. But if you worship a fucking pedophile named Muhammad, then I'm sorry, I don't like you. Them's the rules.
TikToks dancing around about it. What are we even talking about? Can't believe design.
That's how much I hate pedophiles. If you worship one, we can't be friends. Sorry.
Zionist would do this. Bro, this guy fucking sucks.
And he definitely likes fucking Muhammad. He definitely likes that al-Zut cock up his ass.
Sucks.
Yep.
Today our city was shaken.
Oh my God, he sucks! He sucks. He sucks, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? Even Asmon Gold reacted to that one.
It probably has something to do with the religion.
Thank you.
Right?
Fucking direct result of your leadership! Your leadership!
Oh God! Oh God! I hope that he said. Oh my God! Did those words come out of Asmon's mouth?
Our Muslim brothers and sisters have been talking.
It's the Karens. They're everywhere.
Hag's mad. Hag's mad. Oh my God! Shut up.
True. True. Based. I'm just saying. Your wife, your woman, she is your rock. She is your rock. And rocks don't talk. Anyway, moving on. So obviously, here we have these guys.
True. Based, Nux. Your wife's gonna slap you when she hears that one, but damn, man.
Randy Fine, Laura Loomer, and all Jews are responsible for this.
You said what?
Of course they are. Of course they are. Obviously, clearly,
I'm
definitely.
just kidding.
All right, here we have Junior. This is an
She locks him in the basement.
Islamist who was crying that he got demonetized on Twitter for misinformation a couple weeks ago. All right, breaking: American security guard killed by Zionist extremist. Yes, known Zionist extremists. As Mexican Nazis and Zionist extremists, they just get along very well. While defending the Islamic Center in San Diego, this is a sign we must unite against Zionism. These people don't even let the bodies get cold before they use corpses as propaganda machines. Zionist extremist, and it's a mentally ill Mexican. You know, it's insane watching this happen in real time. Muslim kills a Jew, that's a false flag. Nazi kills a Muslim, that's the Jews, actually. Again, he had plenty of practice of, you know, criming genocide during Gaza. So, when Palestinians started a war.
Oh, it's Junior! Look at that! I blocked this guy, so, you know, I don't have to listen to his lies anymore. But yeah, he just had a thing going on with, like, rules about getting his account fucking remonetized and shit. And here he is, blatantly lying yet again. Blatantly lying yet again. Take a picture of this. I'll have to post that onto X in a little bit.
Lost. So obviously he's really good at this shit, clearly. Now, understand, I feel like this is important to talk about, even though nothing I say in the following segment of this video will be an endorsement or excusing any forms of violence like this whatsoever. It's just important to understand exactly what we're dealing with in our country. So this is...
I agree. I do not condone offensive violence for violence's sake. I do not condone that in any way, shape, or form. I want to be completely clear about that. But again, 5 dead terrorists. Oh well.
The very same Islamic Center of San Diego, the one that was just attacked. So they released this on October 18th, 2023. So just understand, that's 11 days. 11 days after the Hamas massacre in Israel, where they killed 1,300 Jews, captured a bunch, and raped them, and captured a bunch of hostages. Absolute atrocity. Glory to our martyrs. That's right, San Diego Vigil. They will be...
that would be the people that attacked Israel on October 7th. Unprovoked. The terrorists.
Sitting there and thinking.
I went to the website. I saw what they did. From my fucking room here in Chicago, Illinois, I will always be on the side of Israel, blowing up the fucking terrorists that did that. And I saw the tame version, the version that Israel did not let out. So no, fuck them.
Thinking so good thoughts about the Palestinian terrorists that did what they do best. All right, now just understand, this is an actual publication from that mosque. The Islamic Center San Diego, led by Imam Taha Hassaneh, has condoned anti-Israel violence over the years. Hassaneh, who joined the center in 2004, defended Hamas's slaughter of Israeli civilians on October 7th, saying in his sermon weeks later that resistance is justified. The Washington Free
Fuck this guy. Send him back home. He needs to go back to whatever fucking hellhole he came from.
Beacon previously reported, we cannot accuse somebody who is fighting for his life to be a terrorist. The terrorist is the one who started the occupation, because the Palestinians started a war and lost back then also. Not the one who is defending himself, says Hasan.
Yeah, the one defending himself. See, we just have diametrically different ideas of what that means. Because I read the Bible. I'm well aware that the Hebrews got pushed out of Egypt after their exodus from slavery. You know, the Hebrews were slaves. And then they toiled in the desert for 40 years. And then they found their land. And then, yeah, you know, Moses. I actually read that book. It's been a while, but I've read it. I got in a fight with my fucking mom over this shit. She's like, they were there first. I was like, not according to the Bible. According to the Bible, the Israelites were there first, Mom.
According to Hassaneh,
You made me go to Sunday school, but now you're telling me it's wrong. What the fuck?
Mass brutalizing rape of hundreds of Jews is self-defense. I'm just trying to understand here. Whose remarks prompt the removal of San Diego's Human Relations Commission. Hassaneh's wife, Lalia Alali, resigned from her job at the San Diego School District after she posted a cartoon following the October 7th attacks. Well, you're probably wondering what this cartoon looked like. It was probably pretty graphic. Well, this is the lady. This is Lalia Alali, wife of Imam Taha Hasan.
Fuck this bitch.
Of this Islamic Center, and this was the photo.
Getting this too. We don't forget.
The devil is killing. That's right. That's the photo she posted. That's the photo she posted on October 7th, 2023, while there was a massacre going on of Jews by Palestinian terrorists. Now, again, look, this tweet was made in October 27th, 2023. I do the deep dive every day. Again, None of what I am saying is to condone any forms of violence against these people. I'm just trying to understand exactly what is going on here. Now, to be clear, I did even more digging. This is a tweet from 2017. If you are not ready to see, you're not ready to see what this is. All right, this is the fucking plot twist of the century.
Taha Hassani on the left is the imam of the Islamic Center of San Diego. The staff of
Right,
this
that's the one that just yesterday there was a horrible atrocity that had left 3 people killed there.
mosque aided 2 of the 9/11 hijackers financially.
Aided 2 9/11 hijackers financially. All right, look, this is a coincidence, right? And I mean that seriously, because like I would have never looked into this mosque personally if this horrible atrocity didn't take place. But I decided, you know what? This horrible thing happened here. It's horrible. I condemn it. It's unacceptable at all. I wonder if there's any history in this mosque. And then I'm like, oh wow, they were literally aiding 2 of the 9/11 hijackers. Wow, that's funny. That's a funny coincidence.
To find a place to
super. Just makes my belly want to just roll with laughter.
hide out and to find a school for flight training.
Wow.
Al-Hazmi and Al-Midhar were the 2 terrorists who flew the plane into the Pentagon. This support of the terrorists by this mosque is detailed in the 28 secret pages.
Not in jail. Mosque is still open. I'm just saying, if we would have deported these guys in 2017, this atrocity today would not have taken place.
9/11 congressional report, which were released recently.
We will not give up. We will not bow down. We will not stand down. We trust in the power of love and the strength of our unity, and we trust in the Holy Spirit of God to give us the strength and the courage to fight for justice and to make no mistake about
Yeah, this is, by the way, a woman priest defending the Islamic terrorists.
it, my friends. This we will do.
Man, bro, I feel so bad every time I see a woke priest. This must be how Christians feel whenever they see, like, these woke, like, female rabbis. It's like, you probably feel this, because this is fucking disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, this is gross.
They great.
I'm here representing the Muslim community here in San Diego. And I do have my community members living in this area. Actually, I know 2 of them. They live in the apartment complex across the street from this mall.
Right, this is right after it was exposed that he was funding the 9/11 terrorists.
We are part of the border community. What we have heard a few days ago when Sessions visited the border in Arizona, describing the border region as a place that is at war, it is very, very frustrating.
It's so frustrating. We should just let all the illegals in, actually.
It is provoking, and this is not reflecting the reality. We are not at war here.
No, we want to import all the illegals. No war.
We are falling in love with one another.
Everyone just loves each other. Gay orgies for Gaza, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe that they would call him out for funding Islamic terrorism when all he did was fund Islamic terrorism. I'm so glad that we have our Muslim brothers and sisters fighting for social justice. Why is this guy not in jail? If it turned out that he was actually funding, literally funding, the hijackers of 9/11, like, they're demanding open borders while they are aiding 2 9/11 hijackers, why the fuck is he still in our country, let alone not in jail? And you know what? If they would have deported him in 2017, we wouldn't have had this atrocity today. So I say with empathy, we got to deport these motherfuckers. With empathy, we have to get them out for their own safety.
So true. Very good point there, Nuxie.
Safety, of course. But once again, I want to reiterate, it's a travesty. It's horrible that this happened. It's unbelievable. Of course I don't condone it. Of course I condemn it. Yes, I think Islam is a bit of a death cult. Don't get me wrong.
It very much is a death cult. And they worship pedophiles.
But this shit is awful. It's unacceptable.
Mohammed was a pedophile. He raped a 9-year-old.
Acceptable. It's an absolute atrocity. It should not happen, period. And I've seen so many tweets and got so many comments, and I got emails with death threats, basically being like, it's your propaganda, because you don't like when Pakistani rape gangs rape children, and now these people are dead. And you know what? I don't actually regret a single thing that I've ever said in regards to this topic in any of my videos ever. If the truth offends you, fuck off. Not my problem. It's sad this happens. Of course I condemn it. That doesn't mean I'm not going to address reality. What, you think I am a leftist? You think I'm a libtard? You think you could just shame me into silence?
They're going to try.
Unbelievable. What, you're going to call me Islamophobic and I'm going to stop talking about rape gangs? This tragedy.
Islamophobia is a made-up word. There's nothing phobic about wanting my head to stay attached to my neck. Okay? Okay.
And yes, it is a tragedy, does not divert me from my mission one bit. Well, one thing I have to say about the death threats, oh, they're going to make me double down.
For real. Deuce Volt, bitches. I'm out. Bye. See you later.